Okay, the first press conference is said and done. Microsoft gave us an interesting show. It was underwhelming, and I about expected that. I have a few notes from the show. I sat there the 2 hours and enjoyed it. It wasn't overwhelming, like I said. There was no announcement for the next Xbox system. That was no big shock. I predict that we will see it next E3, and it'll come out by the holiday season of 2013. So there'll be that. A lot of the neat little features they showed for the Xbox that could be cool with the integration of Windows 8. I did predict that. I knew we were going to see it, and a lot of Kinect. They showed a lot of Kinect with Fable, The Journey, and Dance Central 3. So I'm going to kind of run down, kind of chronologically, with the conference. First off, we saw Halo 4 footage. An interesting new alien. I don't even think it's an alien race. They said it was an AI, which it looked kind of neat, especially when it got into Master Chief's face and opened up its face, and it was like this big glowing skull. That was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm still not a Halo 4 fan, but I gotta admit the design of those creatures was neat. I enjoyed that. Now, mind you, this is gonna be the stuff that kind of shined for me. So I'm not gonna talk about Matter or Loco Psycho, I think it was called. We'll have to see more on those. Those looked weird to me. But the next one was Splinter Cell Blacklist. Yes, another Sam Fisher game, another Splinter Cell. This game was so fluid and neat, but I don't know. The thing about this was Sam Fisher kind of starting to look like an assassin. Well, I mean, I know he's an assassin, but like he was able to scale rock walls, kind of like Assassin's Creed. So Ubisoft, you know, I think they're trying to kind of merge these games. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a game that came out later on. It was like Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed, mixed together. I'm excited for that. It makes me want to go back and play the last Splinter Cell. So, I can't even remember the title to that dang game. Anyway, oh well. The next one, Gears of War Judgment, officially announced. Baird getting that smirk on his face. No gameplay, which to be expected. I'm excited. I can't wait. Like I said, Pendulum Wars, I'm hoping that's during it, but it looks like it's going to be during or right after Emergence Day in the Gears of War story, so yes. There's new channels coming. There's NHL and NBA and things like that, even Machinima. So those are great. Those are cool. I always love watching something on my systems. The Nike Plus Connect training. It's another exercise. I guess I wouldn't call them games really. I'd call them more like apps. So it's kind of a training app that actually will also go to your devices, your touch screen devices, and let you know that you need to work out or whatever. That's cool. It reaches out to you, lets you know you need to work out, or you haven't in a while, or you haven't inputted that information. That's cool. It's about time us as gamers get up off our butts and do something. Well, those gamers who don't get off their butts and do something, let's get up. That's cool. I love the promotion on that. Xbox Smart Glass. That the presentation for that was neat. Okay, the ability. I mean, I know Dish Network and DirecTV have this where you can pause live action, like from one TV and then play it on another TV. That's cool. But being able to go from your iPad, pause it, play it on the TV. That's cool. And then when they showed Game of Thrones and then showed the map of Westeros and showed where Daenerys was and all of that, I was blown away. I think that's cool. Showing production notes and the cast and the crew in any given scene, that blew my mind. I'm excited for that because I'm always on IMDb during a movie, looking at the trivia on there, seeing what they did to produce the movie. That was awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. Internet Explorer finally coming to Xbox. That's cool. The integration of Kinect using voice commands, that could also be a little neat. We'll wait to see when it comes out and see what happens, because any web browser has been slow on any systems. Anything from the PSP to the PS3, the Wii, they've all been real slow. Maybe the integration of Kinect using your voice to do searches, to go to websites using your voice, that could be neat. Let's see. I think the Kinect is more suited for things like this than playing video games. Tomb Raider. Oh my god! I haven't really followed Tomb Raider lately. The reboot for it, when they showed the gameplay on this, Lara Croft just shivs some dude in his throat and then goes running, ends up down a waterfall. The whole bit, my mind has officially been blown. I can't wait for the game. This is the first Tomb Raider I've been excited about since the first Tomb Raider. So, Racketeer. Looks like the Kinect's version of Angry Birds. I do like destruction. I do like blowing stuff up. So, but still, having to get up and do this in front of the Kinect, I don't know. Let's see a demo. I'll see it. I'll take a look at the demo. Resident Evil 6. I didn't put it on this list because I forgot. Resident Evil 6. I have hated the Resident Evil franchise since way back. Resident Evil is not what it once was, okay? Having to go around and scrounge for bullets, not knowing what's around the next corner. It's turned into a straight action game, okay? Survival horror, it is not. Resident Evil 5, I tried so hard to like Resident Evil 5. And I tried it about 4 or 5 different times. With or without friends, I hated it. I didn't like stopping and shooting at everything that came my way, so I've lost all faith in it. Now, when I saw Resident Evil 6 and saw some of the live scenes, when you had, I forgot what it's called, the cut scenes where you actually interact with it, I was impressed with that. I was impressed with some of the mechanics in it. Production value actually looks really good. And of course we're going to get a decent story because it is Capcom and it isn't the shitty movies. So, I would like to see the demo for Resident Evil 6. I know it came with the Dragon's Dogma, but I would play the demo now that I've seen, like I've seen Leon on the floor rolling and shooting at zombies at the same time. That's better, okay? I will give the game a shot because I feel any game does deserve a shot. I own Legendary, for God's sakes, okay? It was given to me, and I have played it, and that game was awful. So, South Park, The Stick of Truth. Matt Stone and Trey Parker came out, and when they said it was your phone controlling your iPad, controlling your oven while you sit in the fridge or whatever, I don't remember specifically what he said, that had me cracking up. These guys are down to earth. They made a real quick announcement about the South Park game. They talked about how they are actually having to map out South Park, like going from Cartman's house to Kyle's house, which I never thought about what South Park actually looks like until they mentioned it in their portion of this. But this game, being able, if you're able to create your own South Park character and play and interact with the other characters, I can't wait. This game's been in the works for a while now. I'm ready to see a release date for it. So they need to get cracking on that. That's an instant pre-order for me. Dance Central 3, I think that they just had to pump some money into it and got Usher to come out. He needs to go home and quit dancing and quit singing at a gaming expo. Seriously. That was my bathroom break right there. I'm not a big Usher fan. I'm rock straight up. So, yeah. And then, at the tail end of the conference, they showed Call of Duty Black Ops 2. They showed some gameplay, which, no surprise, it looks like every other Call of Duty out. Protect this, go here, you know, the checkpoints. They show you where to go. It holds your hand. Once again, no freedom, linear. big set pieces. It's another Call of Duty. I'm disappointed with that. I would love to see Call of Duty get some new original ideas. But I will admit, when they got into the jet, there was a sequence where you had to protect some tanks, and then he started dogfighting other jets. It didn't look like it was set on rails or anything like that. If it was, I'm going to be upset. But that part really kind of stuck out for me. So I'm hoping that you know, that'll be a neat part. You know, that would be awesome multiplayer. But then again, to me, that's kind of stealing some of Battlefield's thunder, because Battlefield's big draw is vehicles, not to mention jets. So we'll see. But also, little mentions as the press conference was going on. I was seeing some new things as far as the new Counter-Strike Go date being announced. I didn't actually get that date, but stuff like that. So yeah, that's really it for Microsoft. Like I said, underwhelming. I'm waiting for Sony's later on this evening. Ubisoft and EA do have a conference today, so I probably won't make a video for those. But for Sony, that one's going to be tough, because that's going to be 8 o'clock tonight my time. So I'm going to have to do some wheeling and dealing, because tonight was a stay-at-home wife night, and I think she's going to be pissed with me whenever I have an earbud in my ear with the laptop close by while I'm listening to it, like if it's an OU game going on. Huh? What? Huh? Maybe I'll just hide it through my shirt or something like that, I don't know, but then there's still the laptop with the live coverage. Once again, unimpressive year for Microsoft. Not unexpected. I fully expected it. Anyway, if you want to see what I have to think about this stuff, please follow me on Twitter. I do have a Twitter account that I've been trying to get going, ClassicGamePhreak. I have it spelt down here below on the screen. Please follow me. I'd like to see what everybody else has to say about it. And also, I am working on getting the webpage, my webpage, active with just the forums right now, because I would love to have live conversations going on to talk about this momentous week in gaming. So thanks for watching. I will have another video tonight, hopefully, about Sony. So check back here later on, and I'll see you. I'll see you then.